Okay, we are now live. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Reisinger. I'm the professor of J360, Managing Online Public Relations, in the IU School of PR and Journalism. That's getting an IUP. It's the new, school that we're a part of, and we're a part of the School of Liberal Arts at IUPUI now. Welcome to the class. This is a lot of fun class. We do a lot of cool things. This is a class that teaches you a little bit about public relations, social media, how to put the two of them together, and how to maximize and use social media to the best of your abilities. So let me just start here. I would like for everybody at first to just kind of introduce yourself. So if you look down at the thing, Selena, if you can kind of introduce yourself, what's your major, and we'll just go down the line.
Okay, my name is Selena. I'm a junior, senior, somewhere in that area. I'm a PR major with a minor in beverage management, and I think that's it.
Cool, right on. All right, who's next? Ramona.
Ramona. I'm a senior. I am a journalism major. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else you want me to say.
No, that's cool, and you got an awesome poster behind the wall on you. Spider-Man #1. That's awesome. Way to go. I'm a big geek fanboy. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Max.
My name's Max Valley, journalism major, minor in business.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Excuse me. Somebody's saying the video chat is full. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me just go. Should be looking. Sorry. I have to send out a tweet real quick. Thanks, Max. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. I'm saying. Let me tweet Jennifer. Okay. Try to get the link again. I just opened it back up. Okay. All right. Let me send that. Okay. After Max, we have Madison.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
Okay, good. I'm Madison. I just transferred from IU. So I'm looking for a communications major, but I don't know. I'm testing the waters a little bit, so we'll see.
All right, right on. Lindsay.
Hi, I am a senior, and I'm studying PR, and I have a minor in sport marketing, and I transferred from Franklin, so I started out as pre-med there, so I'm kind of a weird one.
Franklin College?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, right on. That's awesome. All right, Catherine.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm a senior public relations major and event management minor.
Wow, awesome. Erin?
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm also a senior PR major and minoring in psychology.
Very cool. And I see you, it looks like you're in a campus building.
Yeah, I'm on campus. I didn't realize we were going to be like video chatting.
Oh,
But
cool.
I have class until 5:45, so.
No, I gotcha, and that's why when you guys look at the syllabus, I only require that you go to 8 of these a semester. Hold on, I just got another tweet. Well, weird. Okay, after Erin, Casey.
Me? Did you say Casey? Sorry, it's like cutting out.
Okay.
Say my name?
Yeah, your name, what's your major, what year are you?
Okay, I'm Casey. I'm also a transfer student. I transferred from Vincennes University, and I'm studying public relations and minoring in events management.
Cool, that's awesome. All right, and last one on my list, Angela.
I'm Angela Briel, and I'm a senior. I'm a media and public affairs major in SPIA. I'm a transfer student, but I've gone to a couple different places, so I just want to graduate.
Okay, right on. Well, welcome, everybody. Uh-oh, hold on. We have an issue. Sorry, guys, I got to tweet out. It looks like people are having a hard time getting into. Give me 1 second. I got to tweet out again. Reply. And then, sorry about this. Weird. You shouldn't be getting that message. We are live now. Just go and watch. I'll check after class. Okay, cool. I had to send out a tweet. Looked like a couple people were saying that the video chat is full, but I didn't put a max on it, so I'll have to check it out. And that's the fun of, you know, working with digital media. You never know sometimes when it's going to give you a little snafu or something like that. But welcome, everybody. I would like to now go over the syllabus just so you guys know the expectations. Again, this is an online course, so we do have our Google Plus chats. But again, this is kind of a self-paced course. You have, you know, due dates for different assignments, but again, I want to make sure that you guys understand everything that's happening because it is a lot, and you know, it can get a little overwhelming. So, course description, I don't need to go over that. If you want to pull up the syllabus, you know, there on your computer or whatever device you're using, and follow along, that'd be cool. Course objectives. This course is designed to give students opportunity to learn and apply methodologies in new media to public relations execution and or problems. Upon successful completion of the course, you will learn the following, and I won't go through those things. The next thing that I have, course content and readings. Let's see here. Okay, looks like they're following along now. We don't have a book. It is very hard to teach and do and learn social media with a book because social media changes at a split second like that. So I will upload to OnCourse, you know, every week or so, some readings, blogs, PDFs, things like that, that, you know, I'll ask you to read it and, you know, just learn from. Now, the other thing that I have down here is you will have to do a book review. And I'm asking you to choose one of the 5 books. Let's see, they keep saying, how many users are allowed? Uh-oh, everybody's having issues. Well, looks like something's going on, and I now have like 4 students that can't get in, and that's not cool. So let me write another one here. J360. Something is funky with my settings. If you can't get into the chat, please view online and just watch and follow along. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Send tweet. Okay, there we go. Let me minimize that. Okay, so the 5 books that I have down for you guys to read. The first book, Putting the Public Back in Public Relations. That is about a 4-year-old book, but it is still extremely relevant. And Brian Solis is one of the premier guys in digital media, social media. He really knows his stuff. Branding Yourself, How to Use Social Media to Invent or Reinvent Yourself by Eric Deckers and Kyle Lacey. That book is absolutely, I mean, I'll say this, I love all 5 of these books. I've read all 5 of these books, and I think they're great. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to personally brand yourself via new media and social media, you can pick that one. The next one is No Bullshit Social Media, and that's by Jason Falls and Eric Deckers, and Eric Deckers is author of 2 of these books, co-authored, and that is the All Business No Hype Guide to Social Media Marketing, and it just really gives you a great down-to-earth, this is how to use social media, this is how to use you know, new media, electronic media. The next one, let's see, oh, I'm blowing up. How do I watch the Hangout live? Okay, hold on. Let me send one more tweet, guys. Sorry about this. I knew this might happen here the first time, that there might be a few snafus. J360, go to my Google Plus page, and you can watch the Hangout live. If you can't get in, I will have to check it out. Sorry for confusion. Okay, send now. Alright, sorry guys about that. Engage by Brian Solis, the complete guide for brands and businesses to build, cultivate, and measure success in the new web. That's by Brian Solis. That's the second time you've seen his name on here as well. And that right there is, it's more of a overall, it's a business book, but in Engage, he focuses more on content and how to get good content. And then the last one is Groundswell, Winning in a World Transformed by Social Technologies by Charlene Lee. Groundswell was putting the public back in public relations, and Groundswell. Those were two of the books that I first read when I was starting my graduate classes about 6 years ago, and they really, really put it in my mind, hey, you know, this digital media stuff is here, it's here to stay, and it really got me excited about being in communications, being in public relations, and actually doing digital media, social media, you know, the electronic stuff. So there are the 5 books that you have, and you can just pick one of those. All 5 of those books are available electronically, so if you want to download them onto a device, you know, your phone or your tablet, you can do that, or you can also buy them if you want the paper form, and they're all available on both of those on Amazon.com. So you won't find them. Uh-oh, laptop. Okay, cool. Sorry, my phone just keeps blowing up with everybody's tweets. It looks like there's 3 or 4 people that can't get in for some reason. All right, your next one is social media handles. Hopefully by now you all have submitted. There were 4 students that didn't submit, and I've sent those students an email, but you submitted to me your handles. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Swarmer, Foursquare, Google+, Instagram, YouTube, and your WordPress website. So if you didn't include one of those, like it shows there on the syllabus, please send that to me ASAP. And I just sent out at 5 o'clock on OnCourse a Microsoft Word document. In this Microsoft Word document, please go into OnCourse and download this. That Word document has all of your Twitter handles, your Facebook handles. I actually just kind of copied and pasted what you gave me in your own Word document and put it on there. The reason I do that is I would like for you all, how I ask you to engage with me and I ask you to follow me on all those platforms, I would like for you all to follow each other. And another easy way to find each other is to just search the hashtag J360 and you'll be able to find each other. In red, underneath, all social media posts must occur in the week they're assigned in order, you know, to count for that week. So let's say, you know, 3 weeks from now you just forget to tweet or you forget to do your 3 to 5 posts on LinkedIn or something like that, then you will not get credit for those. You can't make those up the next week by doing 6 to 10 or something like that. And again, the reason that I'm being such a stickler on that is because I want you guys to get used to posting, to using hashtags more, to really make it, you know, as communications, you guys are communication students, you guys are going to be communications professionals in a way, to using social media to your advantage, and I think you'll find a lot of cool things with that. Next thing, connect with me on all social platforms. That's great. And then again, just make sure that you use the hashtag J360. And the easiest way to get in touch with me, my favorite social media platform, bar none, just for personal use and for business use, because I think it's absolutely amazing and it can reach the masses, is Twitter. So if you have any questions at all, always feel free to tweet me. If I don't tweet you right back, I promise I will get back with you. I might be in a meeting for my day job or this or that. So there you go. Google Plus Hangouts. Oh, okay, I said 8. Well, yes, you are required to attend 7 Google Plus Hangouts. Now we're starting these, well, we have something like 14 or 15 Google Plus Hangouts. So I only require you to go to about half of them. I would suggest that you watch as many or come to as many as you possibly can, because the Google Plus Hangouts will give you a plethora of information. You know, this class was supposed to be just purely an online class with no interaction, you know, with the prof like this, but I changed that last year because I thought it was so important, you know, to have these things, and so important for you guys to be able to ask me questions and for you to learn from me. I'm not an expert on anything. I just know a lot about a little bit of everything in social media. And if anybody ever tells you they're a social media expert, they're not, because the true social media professionals, no one's ever really an expert in social media because it always changes. They're just some professionals that know a little bit more about social than others. All right. Next thing there on the syllabus is the web video. Your final project for the semester will be a 3-minute to 3-minute and 30-second max web video on the social media topic of your choice. Like I said, this can be an interview, this can be a speech, it can be an animation, you know. I leave that up to you. If you would like to see what some other students have done last year, go on YouTube and search the hashtag J360, and you'll be able to find what some of the students did last year. You know, we had web videos all over the place. We had interviews with professionals. We had some people that did them on, you know, maybe we had one person do it on Instagram, you know, certain different types of platforms. We had one person do it on, these are the best practices for, you know, best practices for using social media and public relations and stuff. So it's really wide, and I leave that open. Your topic will be due on Wednesday, October 1st at 9 p.m. So you have about 1 month. And I'm really strict on, you know, having your topic due by that time. So if you have any questions or you're like, hey, you know, I don't know if this is cool or if this would really work for class, feel free to send me a tweet, send me, you know, an email, whatever, and ask me. But there you go. Methods of evaluating your grade, I don't need to go over that. You guys all understand that you have assignments, and your assignments all together lead up to a grade. Right underneath that, you see what everything is worth. Your book review, 300 points. Your article reviews, 300 points. Your blogs, 400. Your final web video, 500 points. Your Google Plus Hangouts, 800 points. And then the most points, because I feel it's kind of one of the most important aspects of this class, is just your social media posts on platforms. So that's worth 1,000 points. So really make sure that you keep up with your social media posts on all platforms. Attendance, no physical class, however you are expected to participate. Writing statement, I don't need to go over that. Academic honesty, nobody plagiarize or cheat, please. That makes everybody happy. Administrative withdrawals, if you want to leave the class or whatever, there you go. And then the next thing is our class calendar. So as you see there, every week in red, you have the date and the time that your assignments are due. So for this week, week 2, this Sunday, September the 7th at 9 p.m., the only thing that's due besides your social media posts, don't even look at those assignments. Just look at those as you have to continually do your social media posts. Your first blog is due. Your first blog is 1,000 words max, and just tell me what you think about social media, what maybe you think about using social media with business, and what you, you know, from a business standpoint, from a personal standpoint, and then what you hope to learn from the class, you know. What do you think, how do you think you'll think differently about social media come December than you are right now here in September? And I guarantee this is the 3rd time I've taught this class, and this is the 2nd time I've taught it to undergraduate students. And every time, the last 2 times I've taught this class last year, I always have several students that it clicks at them, and they tell me at the end of the semester they had no idea that you could harness the power of social media or do the things that we've done and learned about. So I really hope that you guys will learn a lot from the class itself. So next week, again, the 9/11 Google Plus Hangout, we will talk about your blog and WordPress. I didn't cover it this week. You do have a blog that's due, but you know, I'll ask you here at the end of our hangout. I'll ask if there are any questions, and then for the 5 of you that are viewing this, that for some reason Google Plus isn't letting you in, you know, tweet me. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Okay. And then next week, week 3, a lot of people have questions about this. What is due is your article review on Twitter. Your article reviews, you can see there are a few article reviews. When I tell you it's an article review on Twitter or an article review on LinkedIn, it can be any article about Twitter, any article about LinkedIn. I only ask that the article be from the last 2 years, okay, because I want it to be relevant. You can find Twitter articles and LinkedIn articles and Facebook articles and all that. I mean, 4, 5, 6 years, you know, ago. Twitter actually just turned 7. But, you know, I want it to be a newer article. That way it's relevant. Oh, there's my wife. She just walked by. Hi, Kelly. You want to say hi to everybody? There you go. Hey. Woo. Right on. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm going to do about going over the syllabus. Again, I just wanted to really quickly do that so you had a better understanding of what it is that I'm expecting from you. Okay. Let's talk about the hashtag. Some people sometimes have really big issues with using the J360 hashtag. I hear train from somebody. Somebody that's on the chat must be by a train. That's pretty cool. Excuse me.
No, it's not cool at all.
It bugs you?
It sucks. I've
Oh,
never
man,
gotten
I'm
used to
sorry to hear that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Before I get into the hashtags too, I went over the syllabus. Does anyone have any quick questions about the syllabus itself, about due dates or any assignments?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so the article you talked about, you said, and I didn't read this paragraph in the syllabus, so it can be any article about Twitter, just any facet of Twitter.
Any facet of Twitter that you would like about. I mean, it can be about, you know, content. It can be about technical side of Twitter. Anything. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these article reviews that you all write, and I'm going to give them to you. Everything that you guys do, I give back to you all via OnCourse about a week later, and I give it to everyone because I want you all to learn from each other. So again, just make sure it's an article within the last 2 years, and it can be over any facet of the social media platform. Okay?
And you want us to just summarize the article?
Yeah, summarize the article. You know, it's just a general article review. Summarize the article. Give your thoughts at the end of the article. Maybe at the end of the article, put, has it changed your thoughts, or how would you use this this information in real day life, things like that.
Okay.
Cool. Right on. Anyone else have a question? Okay.
For the blog that's due on Sunday, do we have to send the link to you through a tweet, or are you just gonna check those on your own?
Yes. So when all of your blogs are due and when all of your article reviews are done, I do ask that you post those to your site. This is a great question. Just send me an OnCourse message. Send me, a message on OnCourse, and all you have to do is just copy the link. That way, it makes it easy for me just to click on the link and go directly to your blog and check it out. Good question. Thanks, Selena. Anyone else have any questions? No? All right, cool. We'll talk about hashtags. Okay. The hashtag J360. Sometimes people are like, oh, man, why do I have to use this hashtag on my personal posts, too, as well as my posts for, for the PR, communication, digital stuff, things of that nature? Well, it builds a community. I'm sure everybody here, you guys all know what a hashtag is, right? I don't have to go that low, right? Everybody shake your head yes. Everybody understands, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I actually taught this class last year, and a woman she had only been on Facebook, and she had no idea what a hashtag was. So, right on. Okay, so you guys are a step ahead of the game a little bit, so that's cool. Basically, use that hashtag all the time, Use other hashtags. Search hashtags. If you guys go on your devices, you can see, trending hashtags around you, trending topics. One of the easiest ways to get information, to disseminate information, and to really connect with other people is using hashtags. I used to live in Indianapolis until a year ago, and I had a show in Indianapolis called Do It Indy. And Do It Indy was a show that was on Fox 59 on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And we had a web video every week, and now they've actually moved more into the radio realm. So if you guys ever want to know cool stuff to do in the city of Indianapolis, go to doitindy.com, and you can go to Do It Indy on Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff. But our hashtag with Do It Indy was Be Urban. We wanted to create the social buzz. We wanted to create people to think about, hey, Indianapolis is big. You got the north side, the south side, the west side, the east side. But our whole goal with Do It Indy was to bring people into the urban core of the city. So we used that hashtag, Be Urban, and it really caught on. We talked about it on our videos. We talked about it on television. We tell people, hey, if you got any questions, you want to know cool stuff to do, search, Do It Indy or hashtag Be Urban. Even with events, you'll find events that use hashtags. I've run some really cool events in my career that have had specific hashtags that follow along with them. Sporting events, a big one is a Super Bowl. Everybody always does like SB46 or SB47, things like that, so you can find those. Nonprofit events, if you're holding just any type of community event, I'm the community person in my job here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and so I use the hashtag Ask for Mary, and I'll explain that to you here now. I need to let you guys, I kind of got excited and just got into the syllabus, but my job now, my day job, besides being an adjunct prof, I am the digital media specialist and community relations person at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I love Indianapolis. I lived there for 8 years. I'm originally from Indiana, but this opportunity came up north here, and I felt I really had to take it. So what I do is Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital, all we do is focus on rehabilitation. So I wanted, when I came in a year ago, thought, how could we do something to get people to want to talk to Mary Free Bed, to ask people, questions about Mary Free Bed. And we had our Twitter handle, we had our Facebook page, but I thought, ask for Mary. The name Mary, it has some old connotation with the hospital. So I came up with this hashtag, Ask for Mary. We did a campaign around it. It was on billboards, it was on television commercials. I had it all over social media. Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital is on 10 social media platforms, and it did absolutely phenomenal. We actually have people come into our rehabilitation hospital now and say, I would like to talk to Mary. We have people call, and they're like, we were told to ask for Mary, so I need rehab help, so where's Mary? So that to me was a really cool social media success with hashtags. I always, okay, we're right now at 6:30. I'm only going to be on here a couple more minutes because, again, I don't want to take you guys' time. But, really get into the hashtag craze. A lot of people, they think you're kind of overdoing it if you always have hashtags. But I'm to the opinion, and this is all personal, I will always put a hashtag. I'll put a hashtag on Facebook. I'll put a hashtag on LinkedIn. I'll put a hashtag, obviously, on Twitter, which is where hashtags originated. And things like that, but there's no problem at all, in my opinion, with using hashtags. Some people say, it's hashtag overload, or you do too many hashtags, but that's what new media and social media is, and that is solidifying itself as every platform, more and more platforms get on the ball with hashtags. I mean, it's only going to become more and more prevalent. I mean, you see ads now. You see ads for movies, trailers for movies that you see on TVs. Movies now, in the 90s, early 2000s, they would always make a website for themselves. But now, they don't even mess with that now. Now, a lot of movies just have a hashtag or a Twitter handle, and they want to open up that conversation with people. So, have fun with the hashtags. Please connect with each other. Download that Microsoft Word document from OnCourse. You guys will see all of each other's handles. The one big thing, though, I'd really like to stress, make sure that you connect with each other on WordPress. So you know how you came to my WordPress page, and hopefully all of you have done this, and you can hit follow in the upper right-hand corner, like if you want to follow that blog. Follow each other's blogs, because what that does then, if you go to WordPress.com or you go to WordPress on your app, on your your smartphone or your tablet, you can have a reader, and you'll see all of those blogs that you followed will just show up in your reader, and you can scroll through them. So it'll make it a much easier way for you all to see each other's blogs, to see what you're writing. And again, I really hope that you guys can learn from each other here in the class, because there's never any real right or wrong with social media. And that's one thing that I want to stress to you guys. Some people, I did this wrong. Oh, I posted this wrong. I said this. People screw up. Things happen, and if you do something, you keep moving on. I've done some screwy things in social media. I've gotten ticked off before and kind of maybe spouted off on Twitter, but I've said I'm sorry and stuff. So there's really no wrong way to do things on social. That concludes class for this evening. Again, if you need anything, tweet me. I'm always on Twitter. This thing never leaves my side. And also, I have an iPad mini that never leaves my side either. I'm that guy. And it's cool, though. I'll tell you guys this. My wonderful wife, who you saw here earlier, I met her on Twitter. So that tells you, love knows no boundaries, and you never know what social media is going to bring you. So that's it for our first class. Thank you all for participating. I said we have 4 viewers now. Sorry about the snafu. I will make sure that gets fixed. I don't know why it was limiting people to 10. I've had up to like 40 people in a Google Plus Hangout before, so I will fix that for next week. But thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good week, and I will be back on next Wednesday. Have a good one. See you guys.